Main Street Mopar, what's happening? Waiting for everyone to come in. What's up, Braden? D-Man, what's going on? Oh, Dan the man, giggity, giggity, giggity. What's happening? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to unveil my new toy here in a minute. But I'm going to wait for the crowd to join in. I just got home with my new toy. While we're waiting, I'm going to wheel a couple pieces out of the garage. I got to wheel out Lady Dougster's motorcycle, and then I got to wheel out the tractor. Am I still at the motorcycle show? Oh, what's up, Max? No, the motorcycle show was a few weeks ago. No, I'm actually in front of. I'm outside of the Wolverine Garage. The Wolverine Garage is right there. So, give me 1 second. I got to wheel out my lawn tractor, and I got to wheel out Lady Dougster's motorcycle, and then I got to get ready to unload my toy. That's right, Anthony. J. Anthony, you're in for a surprise. Yes, you're in for a surprise. What is it? I can't tell you because it's a surprise. You think I bought a Yugo? Damn, D-Man, how did you know? I bought a Yugo GV. A white one with a red pinstripe. Man, D-Man ruined it for everyone. No, I didn't buy a Yugo GV. I didn't buy a Yugo anything. No, I bought a white Volvo P1800, just like what Roger Moore drove in the movie or the TV show The Saint. I didn't buy that either. It's much cooler than that. Well, if you're into what I'm into, this is cool. You'll like it. Lady Dougster's Triumph, everyone. A Starsky and Hutch stripe. There are only two Yugos, the GV and the Cabrio. Did you buy a unicycle? No, I did not buy a unicycle. Keep guessing. Men's toys always seem to be larger than women's toys. This is true. This is definitely true. And this one's big. Well, we're up to, I think I got a Peugeot. No, I bought a Citroen SM. Yeah, Citroen SM. It's silver with a black leather interior. It's got the Maserati V6 in it with the 3 2-barrel carburetors. And yeah, it's got the European front end on it. It's a damn nice car. Hydraulic suspension. It's got Michelin tires all the way around. Nice car. No, I didn't buy a Citroen SM. Well, there is the trailer. That gives you any idea. Mazda Miata. I'd have to grease myself and put myself in a Miata with a shoehorn if I wanted to drive one. I poop things bigger than a Mazda Miata. Big engine or small engine? It doesn't have an engine. I know you wouldn't buy a Citroen, Doug. You are that much of a masochist. I bought a Renault car. Actually, it's a Renault 5. It's got wheels. It's got wheels. Yes, I bought a cement mixer. Yeah, it's a cement mixer. It's a big son of a gun. It's got a 8V71 Detroit powering it, so I can mix a whole driveway in one shot. No. Pinto. No, not a Pinto. It's got wheels. Yes, it has wheels. No, it does not have an engine. Now, I was just going to turn the camera and show you guys it, but now I'm going to wait. Just boarded a plane to Wisconsin. Just got here. What did I miss? Everything. Ford or what brand? Parts truck for your shop truck? No. Is it a carnival ride? Absolutely. I got the Gravitron, man. That way we all spin around and slide up the wall. Yeah. Actually, you know what I got? This is what I got. I got the super fast Himalayan. All right. Let's go faster. I can't hear you. Scream if you want to go faster. You see the Beetle, 73 Super Beetle. Voila, shop truck, 73 Super Beetle in the same shot, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, shop truck is not a myth. It is real. I got a harvester, a potato harvester. That's right. I got a big old international harvester. That's right. With a 392 international V8 under the hood. Does it have anything to do with potatoes? I can keep potatoes in it. Where's the S on the door if it's a Super Beetle? I want me to get some spray paint. I'll put an S on that door right now. It's a Super Beetle. Super. Don't call him tater salad. Hi, Kev. Good to see you. Yeah, it's a curved windshield. Yep, curved windshield. Super Beetle. Yep. I'm going to freshen my drink. Enjoy the views of Shop Truck and Super Beetle. International Harvester was our Norwegian acid rock band. Nice. Yes, with McPherson front struts. Yes. The Japanese TV, the voice don't match the video. Yep. Fresh Pepsi. Vending machine for the shop. I wish I'd have a bet. Definitely have a Pepsi machine out in front of the shop. Yeah. I really want, my next goal is to pick up a gas pump. I want an old gas pump in front of the shop. And then I want to restore it. If it isn't already nice, I want to restore it. And there's a specific one I want. I want a Wayne 60 or Wayne 70 pump. And then I want to paint it up in Shell Super colors, which is Shell Super is yellow with red on the sides. I love Shell stuff. Shell's my favorite. Nope, no vending machine. No, yeah, it'd definitely be a beer machine. Yeah, I would definitely have a pop machine out front. That'd be fun. You gotta find the right one though, because some of those old pop machines will make your electric bill go through the roof. Get the right ones where they only run on an amp. Those are good. Now I want a soda vending machine for my front porch. Yeah, that'd be nice. Sell all your friends, pop 50 cents can. My friend Crazy Charlie, back when he drank, one of his shops, a Siggy machine for old Kev. Nice. The only problem is they're all going to be filled full of nothing but more cigarettes. Menthol and regular. Ugh. My cousin put a vending machine at his house because his buddies were drinking all of his stuff. Yeah. Oh, it wouldn't be just soda. And so Crazy Charlie had an old pop machine filled full of beer. And it was just for fun, had it out front of his garage. Well, he lived out in the middle of nowhere, and he went out drinking with his buddies. Hello from Hamburg, Germany. Hi, X. Good to see ya. Welcome. We're in Michigan, USA. And so one day he goes out partying with his friends on Saturday night, and he doesn't get home till like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. And he pulls in, and the service light's on in the pop machine. He goes, how can that thing be out of beer? He's like, I put like 7 cases of beer in that thing. And then he goes and grabs the keys. I thought Michigan and Switzerland. And so he goes and opens up the pop machine, and it was cleaned out of beer, and somebody had bought it all. And the quarter container, he said, was 6 inches by 6 inches by 18 inches tall. And when he opened the door, the quarters already were spilling out of the top of the coin thing. Someone had come with every quarter they owned and cleaned him out of beer. And it must have been like after the stores closed or whatever, and they wanted to continue to drink. So, I mean, he said he made money on the deal, so he wasn't mad about it, but he goes, it was just strange. He goes, he never, and even worse is, no one come around. You think one of your buddies would have said, hey, we got hard up for beer the other night. We come raided your stash. But he never knew who come bought all the beer out of his machine. You sound like John Candy. It's not the first time. Yeah, they paid for him. Yeah, he made money on the deal. They bought all his pop. Yeah, you're not the first person to say that whoa, just about fell over. You guys had too much to drink already. Well, we're up to 13. It's time to, okay, one more guess. What's on the trailer? There's the tongue of the trailer. What's on the trailer? One more guess before I show it to you. Hemi-Cuda, that's right. Shotguns, a motorcycle. No, it's not a motorcycle. It's not shotguns. I wish it was a Hemi-Cuda. A new lawnmower. Nope, I've got a great lawnmower. I've got a Husqvarna. A big block. No, it's not a big block. All right. Illegal Mexicans? Nope. They're all legal. All of them are legal. It's a Mopar. Nope, it's not. No, it's not a new motor. Nope. Small block. Nope. I'm big block Mopar. I don't have any small blocks. All big block. Ooh, it's Gen X. Hi, Tracy. The flute Picard played in his imagination than in real life. A bag of hammers. New tires. Nope, no new tires. Oh, what's up, brother? VW. That's Lady Dougster's VW, and that shop truck there beside it. Oh, ma! What's up with that Beetle? Oh, that's Lady Dougster's car. We're working on it. We're gonna be ordering brake lines for it real soon, and I put a master cylinder on it, and then I got wheel bearings, new wheel bearings and a speedometer cable I got to put on it, and then 60 pounds of wet drywall with a side order of mold. Man, Wilburn just knows me, doesn't he? Boom, baby, says I Spider. We're playing the game Mr. Wilburn suggested for our channel this week. Should be fun. Nice. Well, oh, Mohawk, what's happening? All right, kids. Nobody guessed right. It is a, drum roll, please. It's a toolbox. But not just any toolbox. It's a Snap-on. Its nickname is the Taco Cart. And it is a... The VW is a little rusty, but it's okay. It's not bad for an over 50-year-old car. It's a 73. Yeah, I got me a Snap-on toolbox, but this is an aviation mechanics toolbox. It's called the Taco Cart. And it's got two banks of drawers, one on the front, one on the side, and then you're looking at the chemical cabinet on the rear. No, it's not a grill. It's a Snap-on toolbox. As a matter of fact... It's backwards, but snap on. There's the key to it. What are the keys? I got 4 keys. The Taco Cart. So, I just picked it up. That's why I'm late tonight, is because I just came from picking that thing up. I drove about an hour away to go get it. I got a pretty decent deal on it, I think. And, so I'm going to go quick, give it a quick, spiff. And real quick, because it is kind of dirty, before I put it in the shop. And then we'll give it a quick spiff. And then we'll load it in. We'll unload it off the trailer. And looks heavy. It's not as heavy as you think it is. It would be very heavy, full of tools. But she's a big old girl. Had a badass vise on it. And I asked if the vise was for sale. And the guy's like, no, I really want to keep it. And I thought it was bolted to it because it has a... Snap on, clap, clap, snap on, clap, clap, snap off the Taco Cart. Snap on, snap off. We're going to take years and years of grease and grime Dougster's Cleaning Solutions. We're greasing grime, lose every time. Yeah. So much for that idea. All right. I need way bigger guns than this, guys. It didn't even touch anything. So we'll here comes that working man. So yeah, I'll just clean it up another day. I didn't even touch it. Was that KFC chicken grease? It might as well be. It might as well be. This thing is dirty. Well, I figure this thing's probably 40 years old, and I don't think it's ever been cleaned. It's definitely a good sized toolbox. Definitely a good sized toolbox. I mean, it's pretty. Yeah, it's well. I'll get you dimensions. Thanks to my Lufkin tape measure. $39.5 tall, 49.5 long, and I'll get you the width again. $26.5 deep. So yeah, it is a big bad taco card. I've had my eyes set on one of these for a couple of years now. And all of them, I've been finding them all over the place, but there's the big one like this one. And then there's a little bit smaller one. And I've been finding the smaller ones, and they've all been on the east side of the state, like 3 hours away. And like in old McDonald's territory. And this one was an hour straight north of me, and the price was right. It was the big box, and it came with keys. A lot of them don't come with keys, and this one came with not only the key on my key ring, but also, I think I got 3 other keys. Yeah. So besides the key on my key ring, he had 3 copies made, and they're all genuine Snap-on keys. So, heck yeah. So yeah, I got keys. This is the only, to be honest with you, Dan, this is the first one I've actually seen with my eyes. So now that I know this thing is way filthier than I thought it is, I'm not even going to spend the time to clean it in front of you guys, because I'll be doing that for the whole night. It's filthy. So I think what we're going to do is get her chalk the wheels. They're all in Detroit. They probably came from your side of the state one way or another, probably. So I guess I'm going to put some of this stuff away, my cleaning product and my tape measure, put that away in the current toolbox. And then I'm going to, how much did I pay? $1 million. Be right back. I never lock my toolbox. Yeah, I paid in Dougster dollars. That's right. As a matter of fact, they paid me. They're like, oh, wow, you're Dougster Wolverine Garage? You're him. You're the guy? Dude, take it. Here's $20. Take it, dude. We'll pay your gas money too. Yeah, the guy was like starstruck when he met me. No, I bought it. I didn't give too bad. I gave a good price for it. Now I got some of my fine rubbing compound. I got the mayo stuff just for fun. I'm gonna try a test spot and see if I can't bust through some of that grease and grime just for a check ski. Red Bull Princess, good to see you. Thank you. I hope you're having a great, wonderful night too. Got all kind of free crap for Dougie. Dougie dollars. That's right. Dougster dollars. In potato, we trust. Not only is it just absolutely filthy, she's shaled over pretty good too. That enamel paint will come back. I just got to get it cleaned. So that'll be a job for another day, and I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty big job. So I'm going to chalk the wheels. I'm going to be stepped away for a minute. You're going to watch me get this thing off of the trailer. I'm going to chalk the wheels, unstrap it, and get it off the trailer to get ready to pull it in the shop. Yeah, but I don't want to get all the drawers full of water, old Mac. That's the thing. Yeah. Okay, I got to block the wheels and get it ready to go. Little bit of the stink star, huh? Ah, chocolate starfish. Whoa, you guys fell over again. I got you guys on my trash can. All right, so we'll start getting it unstrapped. roll up my straps. I can't stand it when I get a strap that's all rat's nest. Gotta spend 15 minutes untangling the darn thing before you use it. All day Father's Day. Cub Cadet Zero Turn. Nice mower. I had a Cub Cadet years ago. Nice machine. You better check your caster brakes. They're set. That's why I got those boards laid in front of the casters too. Just so that doesn't happen. Stinky fart equals gotta poop soon. Thanks for that. Good to know. Yeah, my friend Crazy Charlie went with me, and he's like, well, take me to your place, I'll help you offload it. And I'm like, I can offload it myself. And he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, sure. He goes, it's gonna roll down and crash into your back wall of your garage. And I'm like, I'll call you if that happens. Uh-oh, stinky poopy underwear? Oh man. Yeah, that's the question. When you do that, you ask if air has lumps, and they say, no, it doesn't have lumps. And you say, I'm in trouble then. That's an old joke, Dad Dougsters. Houston, we have arrived. Man, this thing rolls nice. And there you go. No, still not low enough. That was easy. Yeah. That's how Dougster rolls, baby. So here you go. There's the front of it. There's the side of it. And there's the chemical cabinet. So, yeah, she's got some, 40 years of gack on it. But the drawers lock and Make it fall over for good content? No, thanks. Yeah, she could use this. Yeah, she definitely could use a paint job. Can you guess where the vise used to be? I know, just a guess, right? Yep, shop truck. And the Super Beetle. Yeah. Well, what I wanted was the most tool storage that I could get for the cheapest price. And the of course, as we all know, used Snap-on toolboxes are insane. New Snap-on toolboxes are, get a tater vinyl wrap for it, paint it petty blue. It's very possible if the, yeah, that's shop truck. That's my hodgepodge Dodge. That's what's getting the 413 in it. So, okay, I'm going to get that strap rolled up because that's Crazy Charlie's. I've known Crazy Charlie probably 26 years. Yeah, like 26 years. Trying to get Crazy Charlie to come down to me with me to No Name Nationals. We'll see if he comes. I think he'd love it. He's an old drag race guy. Get a Bob Ross type of paint job on it. Ooh, pretty little toolbox. Pretty little paint job. If Kev was able to, I'd paint it for you. Yeah, Crazy Charlie helped me get this today. That was really, really good of him. Tomorrow, I got the day off tomorrow. I'm going to be going and playing musical vehicles. Looks like we're going to go grab a truck in the morning and then bring that back to Crazy Charlie's. Then we're going to grab another guy, his square body Chevy truck. And then we got to take that over to his place. And then we got to go grab a van, a Chevy van, and then run that back over to Crazy Charlie's. A brush and a big quart of Snap-on red. If you use the right paint brushes, you can get a high luster finish with no brush strokes if you get the right brushes. But if I was to paint it, I may not, because it kind of matches the patina. I have a Casey, like a 1980 Casey Mears edition Snap-on top box that I'm going to be putting on top of this. And it's the same color red, and that one's littered with vintage Snap-on stickers. You can hardly, well, can you see it? No, it's way in the back of my shop. But I'm going to be putting that on top. And then I've got there's my Craftsman toolbox that I've had for probably since '02, and I've just outgrown it. So I wanted to step up to more toolbox. Like the Snap-on top box, that was going to be all my machinist tools, like my tap and die set and my Noga and you know, my tool height gauge and stuff like that, and then my calipers and whatnot. But I'll probably end up putting that in here. But yeah, so I'm definitely stepping up to a lot more tool storage. All right, I'm gonna put this in the truck. Be right back. Man, look at this cool ass toolbox here in my driveway. Wow. Knocked my head off. It's got some particle board for the top of it. I'll probably get something better than this on it, but it'll work for now. $125? No, Braden. They wouldn't even spit on me for 125. That's right, outside Doug. There it is, Dutch. Dutch got a preview. There's the front side of it, and here's the other side of it. And then there's the chemical cabinet. That's right. I should have Mohawk airbrush a cool design on it. That's right. On one end, it should be me, a cartoony shop truck with me behind the wheel and my hand reaching out for the shifter throughout. Yeah. It's got the big tires and it's got little skinny tires in the front and it's doing this bitchin' wheelie and flames coming off of the headers. Yeah. Almost as nice as the box of kids came in. Scroll back up to my last comment. That put it up to about $400. Whose cars? Those are mine, Ginger. Well, one is, the car is, that's Lady Dougster's Avalanche. Blanche, the Avalanche. That is Lady Dougster's Super Beetle, also known as Elka, the Super Beetle. And then this is Shop Truck. Those were not Ed Roth cartoons. With a bunch of potatoes in the bed of the truck. That's right. It's an okay car. She's got a little rust in her. She looks a lot better than she really is. She's really, really rusty. Somebody really loaded the Bondo to her, but that's just how it goes. Outside Dougster. That's right. Dougster in the wild. Is that a D100? Depends on what year of truck it is. This is a hodgepodge Dodge, so it's a D100, D150. Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. It's a mixture of all trucks. 79, 85, 93, 92, 89. It's the hodgepodge Dodge. Mohawk suggested that you play it at flat white and bring to No Name Nationals, have all of us sign it with colored markers. That'd be pretty cool. I don't want a white toolbox, though. That would be pretty cool. Have all my friends sign my toolbox. My 84 is a D100. That would be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool. Like what Big Mike's Hoopty Barn did with the FOMO or Homofo. Yeah, Homofo. And he still calls me the graffiti. They have some nice toolboxes at Tractor Supply for sale for $399. Yeah, but is it Snap-on. Snap-on. The Gucci for men. Men don't have Versace. Men don't have Gucci. Men have Snap-on. Snap-on. Matco. Mac. Cornwell. It's not Snap-on. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted the biggest toolbox that I could find. Basically, I wanted the most tool storage for the least amount of money. Except there wouldn't be any signatures because he don't have any friends. Oh. Snap on, snap off, the snapper. So, maybe I'll bust out one of the keys and I'll get it spun around and I'll show you what the chemical cabinet looks like. It's just got a shelf inside and like a pocket inside for like manuals and stuff. I'll turn it around and open up the chemical cabinet. Ooh, chemical cabinet. There she be, and there's the, for like manuals and stuff like that, just a few shelves. And it's only as wide as the, the berth. So, and then the rest of it's just toolbox drawers. Lady Dougster's here, so I'm gonna have to warn her. I'm live, so I know you don't want to be on camera. What? No, it's not pointing that way. I take it things did not go very well, so you decided to pack it in for the day?
Sorry, we're discussing this on camera.
Okay. Smash that like. Oh, it's the toolbox. That was my first guess. Oh, cool, Max. I didn't see it if you did. Yeah, the tool. I like my new toolbox. It's Gucci for men. The pocket is for the MSDS sheets. Right. Right. That's exactly what it's for. I thought it was for the hustlers of the Playboys. Of course, we only read Playboys for the articles, right, guys? We don't. Naked women? There's naked women in there? Nah. I just read it for the articles and the jokes. Oh, that is the neighbor's motorcycle for sale. That's not mine. Who reads Playboy anymore? Well, you know, at one time we all did. Hate those staples in the belly button. It's for the Snap-on booby calendars. That's right. I got a friend of mine. He's went like fully down the Snap-on rabbit hole, and he's got like, I actually made the joke that he needs to get like Snap-on lingerie for his wife and Snap-on underwear for him. And he's like, I need that. Yeah, he's got Snap-on ice cube trays and Snap-on TV trays made of wood, and he's got train sets, and I mean anything that you can imagine a Snap-on logo on, he's got it. What actor has fallen off really hard as a kid? Oh, I can't think of his name. He's kind of a musician. Y'all have OnlyFans now. That's ridiculous too. No, I refuse to support that. That's stupid. That's stupid. Oh, what's his name? Corey. Leif Garrett, he screwed himself. Yeah. Danny Bonaducci. Oh God, yeah. Danny Bonaducci. Yeah. Yeah. Danny did. And that Corey, I think he was in the movie Stand By Me as a kid. Yeah, Danny came out okay, but after some time, but then he did like a triple Lindy. Corey Feldman. Thank you, Dan and Tracy. Corey Feldman. Yes. Your porn name would have been Duke Massilian. Mine would be Mike Cherry. My dad's would be Lee, Indiana. Corey Haim is dead. Corey Friedman's still around. Still annoying as frig, though. Eddie Haskell became a porn star. The beaver really got to him, so he fell hard as a child. All right. So before the sun goes down, I'm going to start putting stuff away in the Wolverine garage. So I think I'm going to wheel the toolbox in first, then Lady Dougster's motorcycle, then the lawnmower, and then I got to bring in the string trimmer. Come on, Braden. Nobody wants to know about that. Oh, it's Ruby. It's the Dougster. All right, we're gonna move some stuff. Oh, you got your Frisbee, do you? Bon Jovi, dead or alive? Whistle while you work. Hell yeah. I'm in a good mood. I've got some new toys and I'm with my friends. What more could a guy ask for, right? Good times, good friends, good stuff. Heck yeah. And the soda's cold too. Yeah. Lady Dougster's triumph. Ruby's mad. The neighbor dogs must be antagonizing Ruby in the backyard. Surprised you haven't heard Lady Dougster going, shut up! Shedding on the what? Are Tim and Kathy Griffin's siblings. At one time, Carrot Top was like hitting the gym, and he got effing buff. B-U-F-F buff. We're talking holy wow. He was like, on Carrot Top. It's like, holy crap. Dude turned into a beast. All right. Minty pie. And last but certainly not least, and just like that, we got the garage put away. Ooh, that toolbox looks good in there, kids. Ain't that spiffy? Yeah, I got a few cool things in the shop. Also got a lot of crap in the shop. There's my No Name Nationals thing on my Hastings oil filters catalog rack. Yeah, that steel trimmer is a bad to the bone unit. Lady Dougster bought it. Hey, babe. Yeah, Lady Dougster bought that steel trimmer brandy new. I'm impressed. Lady Dougster knows good quality stuff when she finds it. This is not really live. It's just it's a huge green screen. If it's a huge green screen, then tell me this. I'll open the hood on the Beetle. Green screen? I think not. Do that with a green screen, kids. Yeah, cabinet organizers. That's the frunk. Open the hood. All right, fine. There, happy? Yeah, get in, everyone. Let's cruise, y'all. The more the merrier. Heck yeah. What better than cruising with our friends? Go cruise downtown. Throw pennies at the prostitutes. I wouldn't recommend that. All right, it's a people's car. Gonna put foam organizers in your new toolbox? I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do as of yet. Yeah, I might. I know it's gonna be really nice to finally transfer everything over. And once I finally laid eyes on this toolbox, I'm probably going to retire my old toolbox and give it to my brother-in-law. He could use a nice toolbox, and that old Craftsman box of mine's been a good toolbox, so it'll go on to a good home. He's gonna snatch 3 people in his Beetle. Yeah. They like silver dollars better. Don't ask how I know. I knew right away if something was missing. Ah, yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked today. Today was a good day.
Hurry up, traffic line.
But there's lots of wasted space. Yes. I wouldn't mind. I do have some tool organizers that my dad bought for me that are gray plastic, and they're Craftsman brand, and they're you're supposed to it's a tray that sets down. You're supposed to put your sockets in it, but you know how long it's been since I last actually put sockets where they are supposed to be. What kind of luxury are you guys going to drive? If you ever drive a luxury car, what luxury car would you be driving? A luxury car, it would probably be it'd be a toss up between like is Doug ever going to get Lady Dougster pregnant? Braden. Luxury car. 60 Coupe de Ville's a nice car. 58 Eldorado is a nice car. Eldorado hardtop, I don't care for the convertibles. And both of them have to have the Cadillac wire wheels on it and wide white walls. The 60 Coupe de Ville would probably be white on white. And then the 58 Eldorado hardtop would be burgundy with a red interior with the blue blue and white plaid seat inserts. Probably, yeah, I'd have an Imperial, probably about the same era, like a 58 Imperial, definitely Imperial. Right, yeah, sure, blame Faith, Braden. Right, that was Faith. Okay, before it gets dark, because it's darker than it looks on camera, I'm going to, 58 Oldsmobile wagon. A weenie is Gavin Newsom. All right, I'm going to turn you guys to look at Shop Truck and Beetle for a minute, and I'm going to go drop the trailer and then park my truck, and then we'll resume. So hang on, kids, I'll be back. Actually, you're gonna see me drive through and drive back right through here. So I'll be coming through with the truck in a minute. All right, that's done. Light up. Hi, everybody. Did you miss me? All right. Gotta grab. All right, so now we got everything put away. I got Betty parked back in her spot. Let's talk about chopping wood down. What kind of logging equipment are we using? Steel. What else is there? Steel. 56 T-Bird, triple white, the baby bird. I think their baby birds are pretty cool, but they're very small cars. Nacho cheese. Actually, the logging equipment I'd use is like case, like the big old log grabbers and stuff like that. The good old stuff, the stuff that's butternut tan and orange. Starting to hate 58 Oldsmobile wagons. It'll get better, Kev, I promise. Gonna unlock that toolbox while I'm thinking of it. The guy gave me the toolbox key off of his keychain, so I put it on mine. He gave me the 3 spares that are new, but I like this one because it's rattled around in his pocket and it's all polished. Okay, I'm gonna unlock the 2 banks of drawers in that box. Be right back. Oh, they were guessing my dream car. He gets the bozo button. All right. Does he get to play the bucket game? Neighbor has a white 56 T-Bird. Not sure about the interior color. I've only seen it in his garage once, and I can see the back of it when he leaves the door open. A friend of the family who passed on was a hardcore Ford man, and he had a triple black baby 56 baby bird, and then he went out to Arizona and he bought a 56 Ford F100, and he drove it home from Arizona to Michigan. And he said that he went through 22 quarts of oil between Arizona and Michigan. It burned a little oil. Hostess Twinkies. That's right. That's right. With Twinkie the Kid. Who remembers Twinkie the Kid? Okay, I'm going to lock up the shop, and then whoops, 22 quarts. If that was a clean engine. I love ding dongs. I bet you do. Or ding dong singular. All right, give me a moment. I'm going to close the garage door, shut off the lights in the shop, and then we're going to move down to the Wolverine office. So hang on a minute, kids. All right, come here. What are you guys doing? What are you looking at? Now we're on our way through the house. Now it's Dougster After Dark. Follow the sound of my voice. Marco, Polo, Boyd. Do 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 do. Yes, Ruby, we know someone's here. You gonna sing for everyone? Ooh, 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 ooh. No, she's just gonna bark tonight. She won't sing for us. Sorry, gang. Ooh. Headed down to the Wolverine office. Through the house we go. Oh, there. Get you into position. There you go. Yeah, Twinkies will never decompose. Are we headed to the shitter? You only wish. Fellas built a model Big Dipper Bakery goods as a bit of the show circuit. All right. It's a little warm in the office. I'm going to kick on my DeWalt fan. See how much power. Oh, we got 2 bars. Got my 65 Ford in the model car magazine this month. Nice. Hold up. Wait a minute. You forgot your Pepsi, Dougster. Yeah. All right, fine. Well, Pepsi, it's right there. Boom. Pepsi. There. Is it Jay? What's up, Jay? Hello, everyone. Just stopped in to see what's up and gonna go eat. What's for dinner, Jay? Well, I guess when Mohawk's right, Mohawk's right. I need a Pepsi. Be right back. It's on my pop fridge is all the way out in the Wolverine garage, so, and we're on the other side of the house in the Wolverine office, so I have to make a soda run. If I'm not back in 3 minutes, wait longer. I'm back. Oh man, I didn't realize my hair was that sexy. Well, this is what sexy looks like, ladies. I know. That's right. Bocephus. Oh, Big Blair. I know the Big Blair. Yep. Yeah, me and Blair go way back. Do you know the way? I know the way. I got the office door closed, so I'm not disturbing Lady Dougster. So you're hearing the cat beat on the office door. Cat. Oh man. So I'm really happy. Blair, you missed it. I picked up a Snap-on toolbox today. Me and Crazy Charlie went and grabbed it up in Greenville. The owner of the dealership sold his green 69 Roadrunner last week for $80,000. Oh my God. 80 grand for a Roadrunner? Wow. I mean, wow. Owner of a smelly fart, do 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 do. I want a Dodge Super B green. Well, yeah, and I got the big old aviation mechanics box, Blair, the kind it's got drawers on the front and drawers on the side, and it has a chemical cabinet in the back. It's what they would use for I'll send you pictures of it later. Yeah, it's got really nice casters on it. It was meant to be, it has a tongue on it too, like you could hitch up to a tote vehicle and take the toolbox out to the airplane. It's pretty cool. 80K is twice what I paid for my house, and that's nuts. Wow. I want to know what you got. When did you give $40,000 for your house, Kev? That's what I want to know. Was it 1986? Must be sucking all the oxygen out of the house as I am back while taking the trash container to the street. It's worth. Yeah, I mean, we moved into this place in 19, and it's worth like 2.5 times what we paid for it. Oh, UP's here. 777. Good to see you, UP. Welcome. Long time no see here at the on the live stream. Now I got that Yes song stuck in my head. Down instead of up, down. I had my weekends mixed up. I thought this weekend was going to be the last weekend in June, but next weekend's the last weekend in June. So Always wanted to say that. UP Nightly? Well, he pees freely. Rusty Bed Springs by IP Freely. Hole in the Mattress by Mr. Completely. Brown Spots on Wall by Miefling Pooh. Bloody Bicycle Chain by One Hung Low. I usually sleep right through the whole night. Back in the day, before, because I have sleep apnea, back before I got on treatment for sleep apnea, I would get up to go pee 5 times in like 8 hours. It was bad. And Danny Boyd. But yeah, now I very rarely do I get up in the night to go to the bathroom. Most of the time, most nights I just sleep right through till it's time to wake up. Rusty Bed Springs was my other dancer name. My old hood name used to be Pringle Can. Yeah. Difference between rich and poor, you can pee under the bed versus canopy over the bed. Ha 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 ha. Depends work well for I had an ex-girlfriend that had an unbelievably awesome bed. It was it had a canopy. It had big like 10-inch oak post. It was a 4-post bed, and they tapered all the way up to the top, and it had this canopy on it, and it had a mattress on it that was out of this world. I loved sleeping in it. It was awesome. I mean, I don't even want to know what that bed costed, but it was nice. It was nice. Yeah. Not Peterbilt. Well, just like what Kev's saying, what do you get when you cross a Peterbilt, a Kenworth, and a Freightliner? Well, Freightliners were called freight shakers, so if you get all three of those together, you get a Peter that's worth shaking. Not Peterbilt. That's funny. We'll say one thing: Peterbilt are the Cadillacs of the road of big rigs. Can't do much better than a Peterbilt. I'm biased though. I have a soft spot in my heart for Peterbilts. My dad had a '74 Peterbilt cab over when I was a little kid. I'd like to get one and make it like my race car hauler. That'd be cool. Well, yeah, PACCAR. Peterbilt and Kenworth are the same company, PACCAR. Yes, you're right. That is true. Um, just don't stick your finger in the pickle slicer. She hates that. So this is World War II, and three friends are they get out of the World War II together. They're all getting their back pay all at the same time, and these three friends decide that they're all going to go out and buy new semi trucks and go trucking for a year, and they're going to meet back right here in this spot in a year and see how everyone's doing. So one buys a Peterbilt, one buys a Freightliner, and one buys a Mack. And they go trucking for a year, and they meet up in a year, and everyone's making money and everyone's doing good. So they're all satisfied. So they're going to christen their trucks, and they all go to the liquor store, and one buys a fifth of rum, one buys a fifth of vodka, and one buys a fifth of whiskey. Well, the first guy walks up to his Peterbilt with a fifth of whiskey in his hand, and he says, "I name you the George Washington," and he smashes it on the bumper. He goes, "He was a damn good man, and you're a damn good truck." And the next guy, he goes up and he got a fifth of vodka, and he goes up to his Freightliner and he says, I christen you the Abraham Lincoln," and he smashes it on the bumper. He says, "He was a damn good man, and you're a damn good truck." And the third guy with the fifth of rum, he walks over to the Mac and he says, I christen you the Theodore Roosevelt." And he smashes that on the bumper. And he says, "Yes, he was a damn good man, but you're not a damn good truck. You're one of the Rough Riders." Macs are known for not the best riding truck. They're more vocational than they are comfortable. That was an OBE. The last one I had was 6 years old. Holy wah. Woke up, had to be thought, yeah, I'm gonna just sleep another hour. Well, my dumbass dreamed that I was walking into the bathroom. Yep, yep, yep. Smacked him across his face. Pow. And he still isn't any smarter, right? Luckily for me, I never had to share a bed with anyone as a kid. Gregory Pecker had. The old TV show Barney Miller, the guy who played Dietrich. I can't think of his actor name off the top of my head. He would do an excellent Gregory Peck impersonation. Excellent. Sounds just like him. Well, damn, I scrolled back through the chat looking for Aaron. He's not in the chat. Oh, okay. I thought he was too, and I just missed him. That sucks bad. At least yeah, that so sucks. Neither is great. We had bunk beds, and I had the lower. Vomit comment. Oh, that so sucks. That so sucks. Oh yeah, I might as well tell the story here. I told it the other night at on Gen X Empty Nesters live stream. But when I was in junior high, I had to go down to the office to get something from the secretary, and little did I know I had stomach flu, and I felt fine. And I walk down, go to the secretary's office, who also happens to be a close friend of the family. I still see her today all the time. And I'm walk right into her office, and she's going to hand me whatever it is that I was supposed to get. And I just, all of a sudden, right in front of her desk, I start, and I'm not talking about just a little, I'm talking about full on unload right in front of her desk. I got sick and just, it was so bad. Oh God, it was so bad. So I'm not feeling good, and they got me sitting over in the corner of the office where all the kids who have misbehaved are sitting in the chairs, and all those kids that are waiting to talk to the principal are like, "You just barf in front of the secretary's desk," and I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm not feeling good. I got a trash can in front of me. They're like, "Cool." They thought that was the coolest thing ever. I don't have a brother, just a little sister. I have two younger sisters. I'm the oldest in my family. Yeah, I threw up on Dean Wormer. A town sounds like a country song. Yeah, you play Todd backwards, then the truck starts and the dog lives, and his wife comes back and he keeps his job. And yeah, I'm really excited everything worked out today. I got up north. The guy that sold me the toolbox was really cool. Gearhead guy. He bought himself a little Honda Magna, no, Honda Rebel 450 just today. He's like, I go, nice little bike. And he goes, I just got that today. I'm like, good for you, bro. Nice, clean little bike. Said he gave like 1900 for it with 22,000 miles on it, which ain't nothing for those Hondas. The only thing that'll kill a Honda is lack of maintenance. And crap, they'll run a long time without being maintained, then they finally die. Yeah, when I finally laid eyes, I actually walked up to the toolbox today. I was actually like, wow, this is actually bigger than I thought it was. Nice. The whole time we were there, the guy had like three or four little chihuahuas, and I mean, they never stopped barking the whole time we were there. And it was kind of funny because I'm finishing up, me and Crazy Charlie are finishing up strapping the toolbox in, and they're in the window, bark, 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 and they actually tired themselves out barking their little butts off. Not a fan of Kawasaki after my accident. I can understand that, Kev. Mohawk says the best barf story. I was at the end of the lunch line at the cafeteria with a full tray of food. Last lady in the line asked if I was okay. I said barfed all over the tray. Almost needs a bottle opener on the toolbox. Yeah, it does need a bottle opener on it. You don't have to tell me about chihuahuas. They're all around me. I was in fourth grade. Poor Mohawk. I don't mind Chihuahuas. I just wish they didn't bark so much. That's all. They're cool little dogs. Cool little dogs. I Sergeant Barker. I mean, Ruby barks, but she doesn't go bonkers barking. Like most of the time, you can tell her to hush up, and then that'll be it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Well, one of my old neighbors, they had a dog that just barked all the time, and the other neighbor kept calling the dog Bob. And I'm like, why do you keep calling the dog Bob? The dog's name isn't Bob. And she goes, Bob Barker. Yes, it is. Bob Barker. That's that dog's name, is Bob Barker. And that dog just bark, 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 bark. Bark at everything, bark at nothing. Take off my shoes. Speaking of dogs, all right. Oh, that's a nice. Poor little Koopy isn't doing so great. He's got a spider bite on his left eyelid. Oh no, is he winking at everyone? Poor little guy. That ain't cool. Been wearing his donuts similar to the lampshade, the cone of shame. That's what that is called, the cone of shame. I always wonder, how many satellite channels do you think that the dog gets? Think he gets a premium channels? We don't know. Maybe he gets Doggy Cinemax. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it's not good. Well, I hope your little furry friend recovers soon. Years we had a golden cocker when I was in high school, and she got ill once, and she got all constipated, and then they started to give her some medication, and things started to, work their way out. And then she got horrendously gassy. And I remember my mom telling everyone that it was almost because the dog slept on mom's side of the bed and dad slept on the other side of mom. And my mom said that for a little while, my dad and the dog were having a farting contest, and my mom was caught in the middle. Oh, Wendy, it doesn't matter if you're late. The fact that you're here is all that matters. Welcome, Wendy. How was work? My poor mom. That was around that time was when the dog would all of a sudden, Koopy is over 17 years old, so it could be bad. Ooh. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for you, Kev. Um, Poor dog was having some really horrendous bathroom problems, and in the middle of the night, the dog's like, "Mom, mom, mom, I gotta go." Hold, I hear in the middle of the night, "Hold on, let's go. Come on, you can do it." Yep, her name was Maggie, and she was a wonderful dog. I had my cat Tyson for almost seven. Yeah, for like 17, 14 or 17 years. That was pretty cool. Tyson was a great cat. I will. I promise. Pets are family too. My dad always blamed the dog for farting, so if anyone smelled something and asked who farted, the poor dog would run out of the room. No more dogs for me after this. That's too bad. I'm back. My mom is currently in the hospital. Holy crap, Ken. I hope your mom's all right. Hey, prayers. Mean Street Mopar's mom. Mother Mean Street Mopar. Six dogs here. Three little rat terriers, a Great Pyrenees, a Labradoodle, and an Australian Shepherd. Nice. Nothing gets in the yard, and I don't want in my yard. That's right. Can't take another loss again. I understand. I understand, Kev, completely. And you know, you might that might be it, and then all of a sudden, you know, another animal may come in your life. It's weird how that works. Yeah, let's all say a prayer for Mom Mopar. She could use it. So tonight, let's keep Koopy, Kevin's little furry friend, and then Mom Mopar. My older dog had bad gas. We had to get rid of old Max. Yep, I agree. Hope all the guys had a great Father's Day on Sunday. Lady Dougster got me a one of my favorite candy bars. She got me a big old Hershey with almonds. I like that. And then she got me surprised me with some buttered pecan ice cream, one of my favorite flavors. Can't keep ice cream in the house very often, though. I can't keep my damn hands off of it. So, I had the best Father's Day. No kids showed up. Yeah. I last died my arms 6 months after my mother passed. The two we bought later, we come to find were born on the day the last dog died. Oh, that's crazy. I have a cat I call Stinky. My mom didn't understand until Stinky let out the silent but deadly. uh, Never had very many cats uh, let out some serious ones. Yeah, SPDs are bad news. This is for sure. Well, so there's a guy. He's on a date with a girl, and he really likes this girl, and he really wants to impress her. And they're in the movies, and he's got a fart building, and he doesn't want to fart in front of her. and they're sitting next to each other at the movie theater. So he's there. The movie's done, and he walks out of the movie theater, and he thinks that he's just going to like lollygag in the parking lot, and he'll let this go. Well, she grabs his hand, and then they run to the car. She runs to the car. Okay, so he's like, now they're driving in the car, and he thinks, well, I'll just roll down the window, turn up the radio, and then just, you know, well, she sits right next to him, and she lays her head on his shoulder, and he's like, crap. So he's like, well, I guess what I'll do is take her to the house and give her a peck on the, take her to the door, give her a peck on the cheek, and then, well, she's like, oh, my mom and dad are home. Come on in and meet my parents. And he's like, oh, okay. Oh, ma's headed out. Bye, ma. Thank you for coming. And so he goes inside, meets mom, meets dad, and he sits down on the couch, and they're all conversating. And the dog comes and lays down at his feet. And he's like, oh, this is perfect. So they're having a conversation, and he just toots a little bit, and the old man goes, Rusty. Rusty looks at the old man, and he goes, perfect. He thinks it's a dog. So he lets another one go, and the old man goes, Rusty. And Rusty looks at the owner, and so now he's like, oh, we're good now. He lets the rest of it go, and the old man jumps up and goes, Rusty, you best run for he poops on you. He was driving back from West Virginia. I'm just glad to be home. 3-car train. Be good or be good at it. Oh, you're headed out, Kev? Bye, Kev. Take care. Good seeing you. I have 2 dogs. They're named Yoda and Chewy, and they're just like their namesakes. Does one bark in a weird way? Does he like bark, 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 bark? Yeah. Yeah. Great sleeping weather. Thought we were leaving. Oh, I thought you were leaving. That's why I said bye to you, Kev. Colleen is. That cat would burn the old nose hairs. As my great grandfather would say, to a stinky fart, a drop of that to a gallon of water'd make pure shit. I stick around to the bitter end. Kev smokes him to the butts. Bubbles. Bubbles. No wine bubbles. Tractor trailer cut in front of my son. Yeah. I just wish, I mean, not saying that there's all truck drivers are saints, because they're not, but a lot of times the cars are to blame most of the time. Conversation always leads to, yep, sure does. Why does it always turn to that? Yeah. I don't know. We've had some real winners come through our for because I see truck drivers every day of the week. and everything from steering wheel holders to professional truck drivers and everything in between. And I cannot believe how many drivers are just sweatpants and hoodies and sandals and just, I mean, I can't believe, I was raised in an era where, I mean, guys were dressed, all the truckers that I grew up around, they were dressed for work. Blue jeans and button-down shirts and t-shirts and everything, but they were clean and they wore boots and or whatever. But they look presentable. They didn't have uniforms where my dad worked, but all the drivers didn't look like bums. And yeah, dad was a dedicated trucker. He probably had a uniform and everything. Your dad probably looked nice every day. Well, yeah, he drove for Roadway. Hey, Fox dude, what's happening? Yeah, he drove for Roadway. He had a uniform. He looked nice every day at work. Crap, a close friend of our family, he was a military guy. And then once he got out of the military, he went to, had to feed us, yeah, 5 kids. Yeah, not nowadays, I agree. Looking for foreigners with California licenses, yes. You know, uh, Me and my 20 twin Freightliner got taken out by some stupid in a 2009 Mustang. Yeah. I just it's so interesting when you see uniform and the hat with a chauffeur's license badge. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, when truck drivers were the white knights of the road. You got a problem? Find yourself a trucker. He'll help you out. That's not that case anymore. There's still some good people in this world, but not like they used to be. The truck drivers used to be like the white knights of the road, seriously speaking. And my dad was one of them. I've seen my dad, the corner store in the little town I grew up in. People would break down or have hard luck and everything, and Dad would go help them, and then he'd help them get them going or get their tire changed or whatever they needed to get themselves up and going. And then they'd try to give my dad money, and my dad wouldn't have it. And I don't want your money. I'm just happy to help you and stuff like that. And that was, I learned a lot. And yeah, he pulled triples at the end of his career. Yeah, that's one thing that you'll never see in Michigan. Triples are not legal in Michigan, only doubles. Triples, what Kev's talking about is triples are 3 20-foot containers in a row. Now, out in New York, they hauled twin 53s, two 53-foot trailers together going down the road. Good God. His biggest story was how Blizzard of 77, 78 helped folks get to safety. Well, that's right. Those triple trailers are squirrely on the road. They can be. They absolutely can be. They absolutely can be. Yes. That was a bad time in the Northeast, was the blizzard of 77, 78. I was just a baby. I was around for it, but I was just a baby. And all of Mom and Dad's friends all had plow trucks, and they knew that, my parents had that little one at home, and they wanted to make sure that everything was okay. And everyone would drive through town, because we lived in town at that time, a little bigger town north of where my parents live now, and everyone would come through and they'd plow the driveway out. And Mom would always see the truck and go out and wave, thanks to Bob, and thanks to Dale and Terry and whoever. And so
Mom said one of the friends had just come through and cleared out the driveway again, and she waved, thanked him. And she went upstairs to my room and she was changing me. And Mom hears boom, 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 boom. And she's like, "What on earth was that? It sounded like come from the driveway." And Mom looked out the bedroom, my bedroom window into the driveway, and all of the um snowbanks were so high they collapsed in upon themselves and filled the driveway back in. Never wore his wedding ring again. Also, no shorts and steel-toed boots. Yeah, at least they're wearing. At least I'd be fine with shorts and steel-toed boots instead of shorts, basketball shorts, barely hanging off of you, and frickin' sandals. I mean, for sure, you know those guys, if they're wearing sandals and driving, you know those are automatic trucks. There's no dang way you're wearing flip flops and pushing a clutch pedal. At least I don't think you are, unless you're driving barefoot. Lived in Temperance, Michigan during the blizzard of 77, 78. Opened the garage door to a wall of snow. My vocational teacher, when I went on my welding teacher, he was going to a college up north of where we are. Damn near lost his finger. I can tell you stories about men actually losing their fingers because of their wedding rings. DOT rules used to be that you had to have shoes with a heel. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. You know, it's such a stark comparison, too, because we get all sorts of drivers. We get major corporation drivers like Walmart. They come pick up in our shop a lot. And those guys are like all of them look like they just popped off of the employee handbook, wearing their Walmart coat, Walmart uniform, slacks, boots. All the drivers look nice. They have white uniforms for summer and dark blue uniforms for winter. And the old man Walton used to like his drivers to wear ties. So neckties are optional, not standard. They're optional, and it's funny because you see every so often a driver comes in wearing a necktie, and it's kind of neat. But yeah, then you see other corporations come in and they just, yeah, basketball shorts and t-shirts and you know, some are dressed like normal people, but other people are dressed like sweatpants and hoodies and like I don't know if you're going to be driving the truck or standing on the corner with a cardboard sign in your hand saying we'll work for, homeless and hungry. I was a teacher's pet in wood shop in Bedford High School. Even had dinner at the teacher's house all the time. Oh, wow. Pole climbing required us linemen to wear steel shank and steel toe boots. Our feet froze in winter. I bet they did. Yeah, pole climbing, that's rough stuff. To pass that test, that to be a lineman, you have to climb poles all day. And that is some serious work. One of our coworkers, he tried to go get his took the lineman test, and he actually was fit, and I mean fit. He worked out 5 days a week, and he was just absolute horse, and he couldn't make it through a day of climbing poles. He just finally was so absolutely beat the last time he climbed one of the poles. He went and took a rest. They said, "It's your turn, go again." And he's like, "I don't have it in me." They're like, either you get up and you get on that pole or you're done. And he goes, "Well, I guess I'm done because I can't do it." He said the last time he went up, he barely made it. He was just so beat. Yeah, I was in the best shape of my life when I climbed, exactly. So old Mac was a lineman. He's a lineman for the county. And he drives the country roads. Okay, so if we're going to continue this party, well, no, Lady Dougster is okay. I'll run for a little while longer. I'm running low on the charge, and I don't think I have an outlet here in Wolverine office. I don't. So, no job for this one. I have fear of that. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. I know a guy who's a cab over collector, and he actually has a retired Snyder cab over, and it's orange, but somebody painted it up like the General Lee, and it's even got the stars and bars on the roof and everything. And he has a retired JB Hunt truck that's still tan and orange. And what's the other one? He's got another cab over of another old brand that's pretty good. Yeah. You ain't getting me into climbing nothing. Oh, we can get you to climb aboard the old Don Express. See, that's something. That's something. That's something. My favorite cable commercial was the HBO commercial with the lineman on the pole pushing the wires together and apart, and all you saw was the city lights going on and off. You guys remember the Mug Root Beer commercial where they're playing the OJ's Love Train and the guy's in the power plant and he's dancing around drinking the root beer and he's throwing the switches and everything, and you see the city lights going on and off as he's You do gotta bounce. Bye, Kev. Good seeing you, bud. Always great hanging out with you. Been a blast. Nice. Glad you had a good time. It was a good day. I'm just excited I got that toolbox. Always wanted one. I get on the step ladder at work, that I'll climb, all right. A friend of mine was an order selector, and he worked in this warehouse, and he worked on it's kind of like a forklift, and what it is it's like a forklift, but it runs on a rack, so it can go all the way down the rack and then all the way up and anywhere across. And then what he does is he can grab a pallet at the end of his row, and then he goes up to all the different spots of this rack, and then he selects stuff on it. And then sometimes he'll get handed product and he's got to put it away also. So, and he was talking about, like, he'll go, like, I forget how high into the air. He goes, it was really high. And then he's working away, and because he always worked this one rack, in the specific one, and then he's all the way up at the very top, and they had a power outage. So at first they just like, you know, just waited out because there's no way to home it without power. And then finally they're like, come on down, we're not getting power for a while. And he said in the dark he had to climb down all these racks. And he goes, that was scary. It's a great sleeping and the windows open till a skunk gets run over. Well, a skunk will just naturally let his scent go anyway. And usually, when the skunks are out in earnest the most, it's on a hot summer's night. That's when they're like, you just, yep, skunks are around. The Bud Light commercial, yeah. It was the Bud Light. I said a Bud Light. I said a Bud Light. Oh, man. Had to go up about an hour away, but it was right. We were on the road around 5 o'clock, so of course, and we're in a populated area during rush hour in some of the most populated areas. Yay! And we kept trying to go up the highway, and then it would get all backed up. We jump off the highway and we take side roads up, and then I'm like, man, I think maybe we got away from all the crap. So it was the horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain in the desert. You can remember your name because there is no one to give you no pain. La 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 la. Yeah. That poor girl, the kid saying, do you smell barbecue? No. No. That's not barbecue. Well, we're down to 5%. So, unfortunately, as much as I want to continue on, I'd take you over into the kitchen and plug you in, but that's really close to the bedroom where Lady Dougster's laying down, and I don't want to make that much noise. So, thanks for coming out and hanging out with me. And let's barbecue some pulled pork and Dearborn. Ah, that's a good one. If you know what old Max just said, that's funny. So, thanks everyone for hanging out with me. Glad you liked the toolbox. I'm sure proud of it. Let's be like the Beach Boys. Let's get together and do it again. So, be here next week. Same Dougster time, same Dougster channel. Bye, everyone.